Hey, a good Saturday morning to you, and welcome to Esports Go, the epicenter of esports news, scores, and highlights. I'm Matt Brown. On today's show, we're going to take a look back at last night's Overwatch League action. CSGO is running wild in Boston, and we'll talk about the new MLS. Tonight, though, we're starting with the first place Los Angeles Valiant taking on the Dallas Fuel. Dallas has had a tough road so far in the league, playing the Seoul Dynasty twice and the New York XL. They have yet to win a match, but still, most experts believe the Fuel to be the second best team in the West, coming off a convincing win against the Shock, the LA Valiant, and to the night looking to prove they're not second fiddle to anyone. Let's jump right into action as we head to Junkertown. Our former hero of the day, Taimu, goes full hog after missing a hook to help secure the payload. This leaves the Fuel and Valiant tied at 3-3 on the map, which means extra rounds. Fast forwarding a little bit, Soon sounds the trumpets and lays waste to a failed trap by the Fuel to help secure the first checkpoint. They only make it a little further. The bar is set for the Dallas Fuel on their next push. The Fuel are in overtime and look like they are in good position to make it past the Valiant's marker. Seagull backs up from the payload as Junkrat to cast his Riptire ultimate, but he doesn't realize that he's the last standing Fuel member on it. It's too late. The Fuel lose due to miscommunication by their team. Fast forward a little further to the Assault map Horizon. We have another misplay, this time by the Valiant, who rush up to aggressively counter a Fuel push. What they do not realize is that two other Fuel members have snuck onto the point and captured it. Misplays affect the result of the first two rounds of this matchup. In the end, the two teams end up drawing on map 2. The Valiant carry momentum through the next two games to end the day with a 3-0 victory against the Fuel. We're not really sure where the Fuel go from here. They're going to have to look at some of their team compositions and try to find a lineup that's going to help them push over that hump and get their first win. For the Valiant, they take on the New York XL next Thursday. So if they're able to get a victory against the XL, then watch out. The Valiant are a force to be reckoned with. Moving on to the next match of the night, the Florida Mayhem take on the Boston Uprising. Much has been made of both of these teams. Of course, Florida's lack of substitution options is well noted, and the youth and inexperience of the Uprising. So who would get their first win tonight? Let's jump over to Dorado and get the action started. Logix gets the Florida Mayhem to a promising start, securing kills on several heroes and even chasing a couple away from the first checkpoint. Fast forwarding ahead, Dream Casper has an answer for the Mayhem's push. It's a well-placed Dragon Blade into the Mayhem's back line. Mercy stands no chance from this attack from above. When it's the Uprising's turn to push on Dorado, they show excellent teamwork. Tank player Gamsu charges forward and distracts the Mayhem while the offense player Striker cleans up the competition while the Mayhem are too busy paying attention to the scientist. Boston wins the map. Moving to the third map of Oasis. The Boston are up by 2, and the Mayhem need to win this map to stand a chance of winning this match. Dream Casper has something to say about that and leads the charge with stellar hooks to stun the Mayhem and help secure the objective immediately. The next round is equally as damning as the Uprising pull through and win it, plus the fourth map, bringing the Boston Uprising a 4-0 victory over the Mayhem. Boston looks like they're coming together as a team. Dream Casper was asked after the match about his team's preparation and if he still feels like the underdog.
Not really. I think, we're people consider us underdogs, but I don't think, as shown, we're not as underdogs anymore. So I think we can rise to the top.
As for the Florida Mayhem, it again looked like they were tired after the halftime break. They had a chance to grab the last map, but they just couldn't muster much of an effort. We know they've got good players. Swoosh and Tevik played well. They just seemed to be a couple players short to make a run in the league. Final match of the evening brought us two teams with great individual play, but two teams who have yet to find team cohesion to get a win. The Shock taking on the Dragons. Both teams were looking to move past their 4-0 losses to the LA squads. One of them was going to grab the win. Let's find out who. We start the highlight on map 3 where both teams were able to earn a map win. Undead shows some great pistol work on McCree and takes out 4 members of the Shock. It's not enough though, and the Shock are able to regain the point. Support player Dak pulls off an impressive sound barrier to help secure the objective, putting the Shock up the first round. On the next round, the Shock proved too much, and thanks to some harassment by Dante's Tracer, they easily take out the Shanghai members one by one throughout the whole match. The last map is Numbani, and the Shock carry their momentum from the previous map into this one. The Dragons attempt to take out Dante in a surprise attack, but he gets away. Dante decided to return a few moments later with a present for the Dragons, taking out 2 members of the team. The Shock take the series victory over the Dragons with a score of 3-1. That does it for the Day 3 highlights, so you know what time it is. It's Heroes and Zeros. My pick for the hero of the day is Dream Casper. He always seems to find himself in the right place at the right time. His ultimates on Genji were killer. The backline of Florida stood no chance against his Dragon Blade, and he is no one-trick pony either. Dream Casper has showcased his versatility by playing over 8 different heroes through his team's first 2 matches. That's tied for most in the league so far. Now my pick for Zero from yesterday is the sad kill on Zebasai's Mercy. Watch this. He had nowhere to go and had to simply accept his fate at the hands of Stryker. After the break, we'll cover the reveals of the weekend for some major esports titles. Stay right here. It's Esports Go. Welcome back to Esports Go. Now, it may be cold outside near the Charles River, but the action at the CSGO Major is red hot. Couple of the big matches yesterday. FaZe Clan took on Team Liquid. Despite Team Liquid's Nitro scoring 31 kills and a kill differential of +10, FaZe Clan's Olaf Meister and Rain helped secure FaZe Clan the Day 1 victory. Rain scored 18 headshots in the first match. He was on fire. In another great match, Cloud9 dominated Team Envious. 4 out of 5 Cloud9 players had positive kill differentials. Now, today, they're at it again. Some big matchups to watch for. Cloud9 takes on Sprout. FaZe battles with Vega Squadron and the Misfits, and G2 Esports go at it. Remember, teams are looking for 3 wins to move on in the Major. If your team loses 3 times, they go home. And the U.S. men's national soccer team may not be participating in the 2018 World Cup, but FIFA is giving a chance for footballers across North America to gain international glory. Major League Soccer has announced that they are partnering with EA Sports to form the MLS, a league centered around the popular FIFA 18. 19 MLS teams are set to find the best FIFA players in the U.S. and Canada to compete for the MLS Cup. And look out, those qualifying tournaments might be coming to a city near you. There will be more details to come in the next few weeks. World of Warcraft announced some of their plans for the coming year, and among them, a new player versus everyone sector is set to go. The success of the Mythic Dungeon Invitational last year has brought exciting changes to their 2018 version. More players will be able to advance from the Proving Grounds to the Time Trials, which leads to the new double elimination regional and global finals. The prize pools will be larger, and we can only expect the competition to get tougher. Specifics will be revealed before the matches get started soon. Now coming up, I'll get you all set for the final day of the Overwatch League's Week 1. Don't go anywhere, this is Esports Go. Welcome back to Esports Go. It's time to take a look at today's Overwatch League matchups. It's the London Spitfire and the Philadelphia Fusion going first. This is the match with the most intrigue, showcasing 2 of the strongest teams in the Atlantic Division, and Philadelphia is off to a strong start, pulling out an impressive 5-game victory against Houston. But London scored a convincing 3-1 win over Florida and will look for a repeat performance from their offensive threat, Birdring. The second match of the day features 2 of the premier DPSers in the league, Jake for the Outlaws and Pine of the XL. Now we'll have to wait to see this battle until the control point in Game 3. When we do though, watch out for the XL. They need to just come in and take care of business like they can do. Houston, however, needs to figure out how to counter with the XL push and try to steal a couple maps. They don't want to fall to an 0-2 record. This should be a wild and fun match. Now, the final match of the week will have some answers about who has the power in the Pacific Division, with the Seoul Dynasty taking on the LA Gladiators. Seoul is a consensus pick as a top team, but the Gladiators want to prove that they deserve to be in the conversation as well. The 4-0 sweep of Shanghai was a good start, but this match will be a good test for their strong tank Shaz and Big Goose, paving the way for their offensive leader Surefour. That'll do it for me today here at The Go. Don't forget to check us out on our website, challengemedia.tv, for all your gaming news. Also check us out and follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well. Justin will be here later tonight to give you all the day's highlights from the Overwatch League and the Boston Major. Enjoy today's games, and we will see you later on The Go.